Mr. Lewis?
Mrs. Lewis?
Are we doing this?
I think we should reveal ourselves.
Even more so.
Let's give them more something to talk about.
Shall we high five to that?
Mrs. Lewis.
This is exciting.
This is where we're going to start getting into the fun bits, isn't it?
Yeah, all our adventures.
We've put this off for a few days because I've not been feeling well, and I wanted to be in full form for this because there's a good few stories to tell along the way.
Yeah.
But should we get the elephant out of the room?
I can't even cope with this, but go with it.
So I've noticed after doing a few podcasts and stuff and watching the edits and stuff back that my teeth were pretty coffee stained. And I said to Kate, you know what, I'm going to get my teeth whitened. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, just to get the coffee stains off of them. I can't believe how bad it is, especially on camera. You start becoming self-conscious. So I booked an appointment with the dentist. And he said, you know what we could do, John? Like, where you used to grind your teeth when you was younger, like, we could just, like, do a little bit of bonding on the bottom ones and see if it makes a difference. So I went, yeah, go on then. I'm up for that. You know, so I did this bit of bonding and did a bit of whitening. I was so happy with the results.
Yeah, they did look good. The bottom teeth looked amazing. Yeah.
So I went back today and he thought I would have broken them, like, because of the way, like, my bite is and stuff. And he said, oh, should we do a little bit on the top? And after having such good results the first time around, I went, yeah, go on then.
I can't even cope.
I haven't been to Turkey, I promise you.
I don't know what he has done, but they look amazing, darling.
I think they'll grow on you.
I think they're going to have to.
And if they don't in January, I'll take them off. But hi, ching. I need like a little edit and a star to come off then. But yeah.
So,
welcome back.
Welcome back,
I thought
darling.
I'd address that before the comment section goes berserk with people going,
what has John done to his
what's
teeth?
happened to your face?
Yeah. You have not gone to Turkey to get some turkey teeth.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
for damn sure.
This episode, talking about going abroad,
Talking about not going abroad for your teeth.
but going abroad for this episode.
Yes, we are.
We're going abroad to Spain. So, Gran Canaria.
Yes, we went to Gran Canaria in October. And for anyone who doesn't know what... People talk about PDI a lot, don't they? Like, they're like, we're going to PDI, we're going to PDI. So PDI is actually just the name of the place, isn't it?
Yeah, Playa del Inglés. Do you remember the first time you heard about it?
Probably about a year ago when everyone said that they were going.
Yeah, we was just sitting around on a WhatsApp chat and we was talking to Sarah and Stu and they're like, oh, we're off to PDI. And I was like, what's that? It's like Gran Canaria. So that sounds fun.
Yeah, and that was last year.
But I meant that a bit tongue-in-cheek. Oh, well done, you're going to go on holiday and sit around the pool. And then they started sending us photos and stuff of what it was like out there. And then they told us it was like just like a bit of a shopping centre. And I was like, the appeal of this doesn't appeal to me. It's probably not a bit of me. And then we went, I don't remember what event we went to, but we were sitting in a cafe, but not like a greasy spoon cafe, having like lunch with Molly and James and Tanya and Ash.
Yes.
And they mentioned again...
We was going to a erotica event.
That's where it was.
Yeah,
it was in Essex.
we was going to an erotic event and they were talking about it and they were saying there'd been a couple of times and it isn't what we think it is and it's
we should go.
And we should go in between a certain date. So in PDI they have a specific week.
Is
really?
It not a fortnight?
Yeah, a fortnight
and
where it's like a fetish.
Is it gay fetish week?
Yeah, a gay fetish week where so everyone descends on that particular week. But what they also do is people from the lifestyle will book between certain dates of the month, between this certain week. So some people will go at the beginning of the 2 weeks, some people will go in the end of the 2 weeks, some people will go in the half of the week.
That's right.
And I think we really caught it at the best time because we left right at the end, the last day that everyone left. So a lot of people had already got a bit excited, I think, and already couldn't wait to get there. So they booked the first week, but then a lot of people kind of regretted, didn't they, that they were leaving.
Yeah, there was. There was people there that they was just sad that they were going to be going
because
home.
It was almost like lots and lots of people ascended on the last week, which is when we went. So that's how we got into it. And I must say, it was incredible.
I remember as well when Tanya and Ash suggested it to us again, we was like, nah, I don't think it's for us. We're busy. We've got your birthday. There's a lot going on. And we've got a holiday booked that we're going on in a couple of weeks' time, for Christmas and stuff. And it's not long before then, and finances and things gets expensive. So we was like, no, we're not going to do it. And then this year, FOMO just kicked in.
But also, it was for my 40th.
And you turned 40 for the third time. So we decided that for your 43rd birthday.
No, can we just address this right now? Like, stop my age, right? Stop it.
Are you telling me off?
Yes, I am. I was born in 1985. I was 40 in September, and that was for my birthday present. That's what we was doing.
All right, you put me in my place.
Yeah. No more age.
Until the next one.
Anyway, so we went to PDI in October.
We did. We booked it. We booked a package holiday with British Airways.
Yeah.
It was reasonably priced as well. I think it was like 12 or 1300 quid for 5 nights at the Bohemian Spas. Which was a lovely hotel.
Yeah. So talking about hotels then, there's 2 hotels there's one main hotel, isn't there?
Gold.
It's called the Gold Hotel, and that's where everyone ascends within the lifestyle. And now it's not a lifestyle hotel, is it? They don't want to be classed as a lifestyle hotel, but a lot of people...
It's broadly accepted that that's where most of the lifestylers stay.
So we decided that, one, it was fully booked, we couldn't get in it, but then there was a beautiful 5-star hotel round the corner that, oh my goodness, we made the best decision, didn't we?
It's literally 150, 200 yards away.
It is a 30-second walk away. And it was absolutely perfect, wasn't it? It was just luxury.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was really good.
There was actually quite a few couples there that we knew that were actually staying in the same hotel as us as well. So that worked out absolutely amazing. So what did we get up to?
So we flew in, didn't we? We flew in, hired a car.
Yeah.
Drove straight to the hotel, and we messaged everyone in the group. So
Liverpool Social.
Yeah, the Liverpool Social group. They set up a Telegram chat for everyone going to Gran Canaria. So everyone's messaging there, hey, we're doing this. I don't know how many people were in there.
Oh my
50,
goodness.
60, 70, something like that. There's a lot of people in this group.
There was a lot of people that are in PDI at the same time.
Everyone's doing different things all the time. So you haven't got to be like, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. You've always got options.
No, and they would literally say, guys, we're going to this place, come and find us.
Yep, and there'll be people in that Telegram chat that will break off and go, hey guys, we're going to go do this, actually we're not going to do that, does anyone want to join us? And I found that the best concept ever.
Well, I think for us, as much as we were going with Molly and James in the sense of like we knew
they were staying in the same hotel as us.
The hotel with us.
There was other people in our hotel as well, Liv and Gage and Kat and Nick and
and all of those kind of things. We decided that even though we was going and we knew a lot of people, we was actually going to be our own people, wasn't we? And we wasn't actually going to
tie ourselves down.
Yeah. And actually, I think that was an incredible
We came up with the decision that before we went there, we was going to try and do everything. We was going to cram as much as we could into the 5 days, and we wanted to do everything we wanted to do, and say we didn't want to say no to anything.
No, for out of comfort zones, to try new things.
And that started the second we got there, because as soon as we got there, we dumped our bags in the hotel and we were straight on the Telegram chat, where is everyone? Yep.
So we went down and met everyone at the beach, and there was a big group of people at the bar, wasn't there?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that bar actually.
No, I can't remember. No
but
idea.
People were eating food and ordering drinks and just like getting in the vibe.
Yeah, and just saying hi, because we did know a lot of people that were there, didn't we? So, and then we kind of had a bit of a beach day, and then
I had the best opportunity on that beach, and I seized it with open arms.
What did you do?
So I was. You just remember what I did, haven't you?
Yeah, I do.
So we was on there with obviously some lifestyle friends, and there was topless, good-looking ladies with us. That were on the beach.
You was in the moment,
and they was all sat around on like towels and stuff, chatting away, and I just sat in front of them all, and I was like, "Girls,
selfie time."
Snap with all of them in the background, and
you was living your best life.
I'm gonna get that framed, I think.
Where would you put it?
Maybe on the ceiling.
For God's sake.
It's my favourite photo.
Ever.
It's my screensaver.
It's your screensaver.
As soon as I took that, I updated my Facebook status as my profile picture.
Those poor girls, bless them.
That was great.
So we went there, and then we decided that after that, everyone was going to go and have some dinner. We went and had some dinner, didn't we? And we found this amazing Mexican.
Let's be clear, we didn't find anything.
No, we
was
were
told about
guided.
Everything. The beauty again about that chat was that so many people in there had been time and time before. They sort of already knew the best places to eat, the best places to go and drink, the best clubs to go to, what times it sort of starts picking up in one area and dies off in another area. So we had all of that inside information, but not because of because we're John and Kate. We got that inside information because we was just part of this Telegram chat, and that information is open to anyone. So once again, join the Liverpool social Telegram chats.
My goodness, those guys are incredible. Like, they are...
This would be the way, if you wanted to go and have this holiday, this is how you would do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the hosts are just the most welcoming people ever. And they do not... There's no pushy or anything. It is just a case of, guys, we're going here. Yeah. This is what we're doing. Come and try this.
It's worth saying that they don't actually organise these events and make money out of it. They just say, hey, guys, we're organising a gathering to go here. This is the dates we're going to go there. Book yourself some flights. Book yourself a hotel. Yep. This is where we're staying. This is the dates we're flying. Fill your boots.
Yeah.
So there's not like they're doing it for monetary gain. They're doing it purely at the kindness of their heart because they enjoy doing this.
And honestly, I think we're stuck. I think we are like proper little Klingons, aren't we? So so then obviously from there we went to
that Mexican.
We went to the Mexican, and it was wonderful. The food was lovely. And this is where Tan...
Oh, my God.
So our friends Tanya and Ash, bless her heart...
Talk about me getting my teeth done.
Talk about teeth.
She chipped a tooth, bless her.
She chipped her whole tooth.
On a taco or something like that.
I think it was a taco. My goodness, that poor girl. And then...
She handled it like a trooper.
Honestly, I just think she's incredible.
I felt so sorry for her. I got a beer mat. Do you remember me doing this?
And cut out
I got a beer mat and cut like zigzag lines in it to make some teeth.
Her own
and made her a gum shield for it, so she popped it in.
And it wasn't one of the back ones either. It was one right at the front.
Her. I think she found a dentist the next day and sorted it.
She did, honestly. That she was on the hunt for a dentist. She was not going to let her tooth being chipped being a problem.
So just after that Mexican restaurant, we went and sat down in one of the bars, and it's worth mentioning at this point that there's in PDI there's two main areas. One is Sita and the other is Yumbo, and those two areas are I suppose you call them shopping centres.
Yeah, but they're the hub. They're like hubs.
They're great big squares, and Yumbo is where we was at this point, where the Mexican was, and we went and sat in a bar. And because it was Gay Fetish Week, there was homosexual men walking around like with puppy masks on and dressed in all their kink gear and stuff like this. And my jaw hit the floor because I've just never been in that environment before. And I was like, this is peculiar. But then after half an hour or so, it becomes so normal so quickly.
Do you know what? I was in awe of even that whole environment, because for me, to be free to be exactly who you want to be without fear or judgment is the most empowering thing. Like, us being in the lifestyle and people knowing about it, I think is just the most liberating and empowering thing, because for me personally, I can be whoever I want to be.
Yeah.
I'm able to be free, and being in that environment and seeing thousands of people just being free,
just doing what they want to do without judgment,
without fear or judgment, was just amazing. And some of those costumes must have cost thousands.
There were shops there that sold those costumes, and some of those things were hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
And after a while, you just become more and more excited for what you're going to see.
I didn't realise there was a lot of people walking around with football shirts on. I just thought, maybe they just like Man United and stuff. It turns out that one of their things is like for gay men like footballers, so some of them would like dress up in football kits.
Just dress up.
So there you go. So every day's a school day, and I learnt that day that's what that was about.
Yeah.
And then James started walking around in a Man United top all week, didn't he? So I don't know what that was about.
Bless him. So we...
I've done him there.
You have done him there. He is going to kill you for that one. But so... After dinner, bits and pieces, we all went back to the hotels and stuff, and then we got ready, and then this is where it got exciting.
Yeah, so that was in Yumbo to start with. That's where we had dinner, and they was having like shows and stuff there, like drag shows and bits and pieces like that, and we was all just sitting in a bar drinking. And then the next area we went to was called Sita. And when we got there, Sarah and Stu would just finish up having dinner, and we met in a bar. I forget the name of that bar, and it was just like
Well, it was
like
basically they put a bar in a corridor.
Yeah. It was peculiar, but it was really good.
It worked really well, and it was like a nice base for people to.
Really
Another
good.
huge group of people that
just
we
more
had.
people
Just
turned up.
more people that turned up because everyone was like, "We're going to be here at 8:00."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
And then you have like loads of introductions and stuff, and you meet more people, and it's okay. And then before you know it, a little group of those 6 or 8 will break off and say, "Oh, we're going to go here. Maybe you join us, or we're going to go here." And the next bar we moved on to from there was a bar called Plan B. And that was more of a nightclub bar, but outside it was like there was a sign. Do you remember what the sign said?
No.
That meeting place for swingers.
Oh yes, that's it.
You know, so that's obviously where all the lifestylers go, and it was mainly couple orientated in there.
Yeah.
There was a bar one end and like a dance floor and a nightclub through the other, and we was in there for a bit socialising. But it was a bit loud for me, to be honest with you.
You're so old.
I'm getting old now, but what's the point in going to a club on a dance? And this was still early. This was like 9:30, 10 o'clock. You can't talk to anyone. You're just shouting at people. So,
but it was really fun. The vibe was really, really cool.
No, it was really good.
And it made you want to stay in there. But in the same breath, witching hour was coming upon us.
I just remember, so they were serving these cocktails, but they had like little balls in there, maybe slightly bigger than a pea. But they were lighting up. Yeah.
Yes.
Who was putting them up their nose? I don't remember who was putting them up their nose and making them fly. Was that Jen putting them up? Was it Jen?
Yeah, Jen put them up her nose. I've got an amazing picture. And they were going in other body parts with other people too, because we was absolutely fascinated by these light up almost ball bearings, weren't they?
The size of the tip of your thumb, maybe. I don't know, bigger than a pea, double size of a pea or something like that.
So then after then it was like, right, come on, we're going to a club. And we went to our first club, didn't we?
We did. So we were sort of like a bit like lemmings, really. Follow your lead. Okay, we're going to go to this club next. Do you want to come? We're like, yeah, we're coming.
Yeah,
like,
this is our.
Let's not hang around here. Let's move on. Let's see more. Let's see more.
We're not going to say no.
And we went to a club, and I don't know if you remember. You go out of Plan B, and you down a couple of flights of steps, and you're walking through like it's almost like the underground, like the subway. You're almost walking through there, but there's loads of shutters down, and there's names of clubs that used to be open before COVID. Like they're all swingers clubs, but a lot of them have closed down now since COVID, and only a few have sort of lasted the test of time.
Yeah.
And the first one we went into was one called Majestic, and I think from memory it was €20 for a couple.
Yeah.
And you get your first 2 drinks free. Each or something like that.
Yeah, it included that.
So really cheap, like €20 for a ticket to get in.
Yeah.
And you get your first drink.
But this club had only just opened
as
well.
It'd been refurbished.
Oh my
inside.
Goodness! It was white marble with purple lighting, wasn't it? And that was the front of it, and then it was like a TARDIS, and it just kept going and going, didn't it? Like it was just room after room after room.
As you walked in, there was a bar. There was like a stage with like some poles on. They had like 2 poles on, and you walk through. There's another seating area. You go through. There's some more rooms, and there was an old English like traditional bar right at the back. Like,
right at the back.
There's a lot of rooms in there. And before you knew it, most of the group that we was with were completely stark bollock naked. And
we'd overtaken the whole entire club.
There was one poor bloke that was the DJ that started serving drinks. He was so overwhelmed because we'd all got there so early, like 60 of us just bowling the door, and he was just like, I wasn't ready for this.
And they didn't expect that to happen.
Because I don't think that some of the staff started until slightly later. But anyway, they caught up and everyone was in there, and we was in that little seating area, and it was absolutely great, that club. I loved it.
Yeah, but then everyone was like, got itchy feet.
Again, little groups of people started flitting off. Oh, we're going to go to Secrets next, or we're going to go here, or we're going to go there.
So we was like, right, we're going to Secrets. Now, Secrets is another club, which again, I think it was about €40 to get into that one.
No, I think it was the same. Was it? I think it was the same. I think just the amount of drinks you got was slightly different.
Oh, okay, depending on... Because you could actually buy tickets that were different packages, couldn't you? Like
you could buy more drinks and stuff,
stuff like that. So then we went to Secrets. Now, I must say, over the 5 days, Secrets was our base, wasn't it? Like we went there quite a few times.
If you had to ask me to vote for my favourite club after day one, it would have been Majestic. But by the end of the time we was there, it was definitely Secrets.
Yeah. Now, Secrets was almost a bit like Penthouse. It kind of made me
enormous,
feel... It's enormous. It's a huge bar in the middle and masses of dance floors. So, and then at the back of it, you've got their big play space.
Yeah.
So, but the play space is pitch black.
It's very dark.
It is so dark.
I didn't mind it so much, to be honest with you.
No, and I didn't mind it either. I thought it was great because once your eyes adjusted and stuff, it really didn't matter, did it? But that became our favourite hangout place.
Do you remember as well? So I mentioned this in an earlier podcast. There's like a door to go out into the play areas, and there's a bouncer on there, a big burly bloke, and he makes sure it's couples only that goes out there. But what they have over the other side of the club is they have an area where single guys can go to with metal bars in, and you can access the other side of these bars through the couples area.
This is the most scariest.
I think they call it the cage.
The cage. And I tell you what, it's like something out of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Because this cage is obviously pitch black, and it's just single guys with their hands.
Yeah, they're pushed up against one side of the cage. They can't get you unless you allow them to, because you're out of arm's reach.
Yeah, but you have to stand there. You can
don't
stand
have to.
No, but you could stand there. But they were literally like something out of a scary movie.
I'm guessing that's for some people, because there was plenty of couples and females that were in there.
100%. But for me, it was in the cage. That was a bit. That just blew my mind, because we tried to do the gauntlet and we was like, let's go in there,
like,
let's go
get
there.
yourself in there. You're like, absolutely
not, because you're standing at the door and then they can see you, can't they? And they're just like, come here. Yeah. So that absolutely freaked me out. So I was like, nope, not going in the cage. Like that is nothing. So yeah, and then the first night we met this couple and we had a great time. So
did we?
Yes, we did. It was a couple that we was with that we followed into
I thought you meant that we met a couple that night.
No,
we didn't.
Well, one of the couples that we was with.
Well, there's more than one couple.
Okay, two couples. Yeah. I'm trying to be very conservative here. I'm not giving away too many secrets. So that was the first night. I think that this podcast is going to go on forever, because we're only on day one.
Well, maybe you should stop rambling then.
And you. We're too excited because there's so much to tell.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
At least now we're given the description of how things are set out and stuff. So when we mention something like secrets, people are like, oh, they've mentioned that.
Yeah, that's good.
And then we got home about 4:00 that morning, didn't we?
Yes, and the trick is, I reckon, is not to drink, because we were every single night, we were staying up till 3-4 o'clock in the morning and waking up 8 o'clock in the morning, absolutely fresh head. Off we go.
Yourself.
Well,
I was dead. I needed sleep, but I powered through. I made a commitment that we was going to go through this.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So a lot of the people were flagging at
that
like
was
1 or 2.
Reflected by the next day when we went to that Blue Marlin, and I fell asleep on the sun lounger for an hour.
Yeah. So day 2, we went to Ibiza Rocks Blue Marlin.
Yeah, it's like a rooftop bar with like swimming pools and
a bit like an ocean beach, but in Gran Canaria, and it was beautiful. It had its own private pools.
It was a really good vibe.
We had a DJ. It was just,
I think pretty much all of us like booked out the whole.
Yes, we did.
The whole area.
Yeah, we had.
There were so many people there as well that we knew that we didn't even know that were going, and they ended up being there.
They ended up being there. So Blue Marlin again was the one that, if you were going to go, 100% recommend. It was an amazing day. We got there at like 11 o'clock and we didn't actually leave till 6, did we? So we were just literally partying the whole day, in and out the pool. The weather was absolutely beautiful.
It was great.
It was just stunning.
And then when we left there, we went down onto the beach and got some dinner. There was like a little shopping area there as well, some really nice high-end like shops. I'm pleased I left the credit card at home. And
then we went out in the evening and we went to a bar, Tantra Club.
We was going to go back to Majestic.
Yeah.
But we couldn't we could get in Majestic, but you go in there and you couldn't even get to the bar. It was that rammed.
It was rammed, wasn't it?
And there was a big group of us again, wasn't there? Yeah. So we decided to go and hunt out a different club, and that was called Tantra.
Now, Tantra...
a bit more intimate.
Is smaller, a bit Purple Mamba size.
Yeah, Purple Mamba's a great way to describe it.
But the only problem is with Tantra is I felt that all the play spaces were downstairs. Now, what was downstairs was the swimming pool. So you almost felt like you was walking around in a sauna, because there was no windows and like doors, or there was no air. Yeah. It was just like a sauna space, but then a bit like an old swimming pool area.
I didn't really get that vibe, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I felt like it was like quite claustrophobic down there. There wasn't a lot of space, because they only had one couple's room, because obviously they allowed single guys in there. So there was a big group of us, wasn't there? And we took over the smallest couple's room.
That was a small room.
That was a very small room with a lot of us in
I
it.
became a toy boy that night.
Oh, did you?
I did.
God.
I got seduced by a cougar.
Wow, this is amazing. Is this on your bucket list?
I wasn't. It is now. It wasn't. I've now achieved it and ticked it. It became on my bucket list and then I ticked it off. Yeah. I got seduced by a cougar.
Oh, I am proud of you.
She was 57.
Was she?
Apparently.
She was absolutely beautiful.
She was beautiful for a 57-year-old.
We had a lot of fun in there.
Her husband's 37.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
he
an age
looks
gap,
good
isn't
for his.
it?
He looks good for his age.
It's interesting that she went for someone the same age as her husband.
You are not 37. We're not doing the age thing again.
Why do you keep bringing age up?
Because you like to change everyone's age.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. So then we did Tantra and it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning and we was like, right, completed, satisfied, and we left.
Did we go home from that? No, we went to get we walked up down the road and found a kebab shop.
We found a kebab shop.
We made them open the kebab shop and we sat out the front eating a kebab until God knows what time. Oh my God, we're disgusting.
We are disgusting. And we was doing the walk of shame, wasn't we? But we wasn't really like, obviously, we just were having the best time.
We decided the next day though when we got up that we decided on day 2 night that we was going to go exploring with the car.
Yeah,
on day
because
3.
we hired the car, didn't we? So day 3 we ended up taking Molly and James with us, didn't we? And we just went exploring and we found some really cool, just little bars, a shopping centre, a really beautiful bar near the harbour where you did a bit of fishing and then I died. You literally
fell asleep on a sun lounger.
Yeah, I had a sense of humour failure because at that point we hadn't actually slept properly for 72 hours. Because even though it was day 3, but we had to get up so early on the first night to go to the airport.
So grumpy.
Oh my God, I've never felt that tired before. Like I literally,
so grumpy.
I couldn't even keep my eyes open. There's a terrible picture of me in the windscreen that James took of me, a wing mirror, and I'm like this. It is so bad, but I couldn't function. I absolutely wanted to die because I was so tired. But I was like, I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. But that night we went to the white party at Peaches and Cream.
We did. And we did. Ash and Tanya was doing some club tours out there, and doing some filming, and they managed to get like a little VIP area. So we went there and checked that out with them first, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
They hosted loads of people there, and that was a really cool club actually, but that filled up so fast.
I think it was their opening night. It was literally something to do with that. That's why it was so. That
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so busy. And then from there, we ended up going back to Secrets. So we went home. I didn't feel too great. And then because we got a cab, didn't we? And then went back to the hotel. And then we came back and then we ended up in Secrets.
We did. And that was a really good party night as well, because that would have been the Saturday night.
Yes. The
Saturday night. And the Saturday night is when all the locals come out. Yes. And there is so many hot Spanish people.
Oh, my goodness. Just Secrets was packed. We had a great night.
It was great. And I remember one thing worth pointing out is that the language barrier doesn't have to be a thing.
No.
When you're communicating with other people, a lot of it's done through touch. Even in the playrooms, when you start instigating play with another couple that may or may not speak English, it's all done with touch. So if they come up to us and they just a gentle touch, like to get your attention, and you either welcome the attention or you just say no, thank you. And they're all very, very respectful. And I believe there was one person in the group, I can't remember who it was exactly, but they was uncomfortable with the touch element of it. And I just explained to them, well, how else are they going to communicate with you? They don't speak your language, or they're just going to start shouting at you in a foreign language. Like at least the touch, they're being super respectful on the shoulder or the arm just to get your attention, and then you can communicate through nods, and that worked well for us actually. We met up with, or we attempted to have a conversation with a French couple that we'd met in there that night, and in broken English, the female of that French couple just pointed out that you was hot and that she would like to give you a kiss. And that wasn't done in language, that was done more in sign language than anything else. But it worked, it done the trick, and it was really cool. So
sequence that night was really fun. And again, we just went into the play area and we had a lot of fun.
That was a good night that night.
It was a very good night.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. And then the next...
If you know, you know, right?
If you know, you know. So that was day 3. And then we still didn't leave there till 3 in the morning.
Oh, God, it's so bad.
But there was a moment in there where I just remember it like it was... Like, if I'm going to sum up PDI for me is we was on the dance floor.
It's in Secrets.
And we was dancing like lunatics. But we just both looked in the mirror at the same time and we just had a moment. It was like time stopped for me and we were just both stood in that mirror looking at each other, beaming our heads off. Like,
just like we are living the life.
We are so ridiculously happy and loving life that I just felt so lucky in that moment. Like, it was literally like a split second.
Also, I think that happened on the dance floor. Do you remember that woman that looked like she wanted to kill me? I can't tell if she wanted to kill me
or kiss you
or kiss me or eat me.
You.
Thankfully it was a kiss.
Yeah, but she literally came up to you, didn't she? And she just stared into your soul and she was so close like this and then just snogged you.
I thought we was going to fight.
I didn't know what she was going to do.
I was so relieved when she just attempted to kiss me. I was so grateful that I just kissed her back.
You're like, just take whatever you got to do.
But then she like just started standing behind me.
Oh yeah, then she was a bit of a stalker, wasn't she? And then she just wouldn't leave you alone.
I know. I was just like, oh no. I found one here.
So yeah, so that was our day 3.
That was good.
That was a really good one. So then day 4, we was absolutely exhausted. We had a little bit. That was on a Sunday. We had a bit of a lie-in. We had a really lovely breakfast. And then we had a pool day, didn't we? Yeah. We just didn't want to do anything. But we did know that we had a drag pub quiz on the Sunday.
Yes.
And that was...
The pool day was really good, actually. That was a really good day to recharge the batteries. We met a couple that was staying in the room next door to us. We chilled out with them in like the pool and the hot tub area, and the drinks were flowing. Everyone was just wandering around, and there was 10 of us all around the pool that were staying in our hotel, and we was all just flitting between each other, just different groups having conversations. And
it was.
Someone would dart off and read their book.
We needed this. Like, we needed that day, I think.
Yeah,
because
that was an awesome day.
We just was so exhausted.
It went fast as well.
Yeah, but we had like... We just didn't want to miss out, did we? We was like... No. We just didn't want to leave. But yeah, so then we went for the pub quiz, which was... the funniest.
I loved that pub quiz.
We had 2 teams, didn't we? There was like 70 of us at one point all around. There was huge amounts of people, but then our group kind of like shriveled down a bit.
Our group was probably a group of 20 or so, and we probably split into 2 teams of 10. And the other team was trying to cheat. The head honcho of Liverpool Social kept trying to come around and read our paper.
Yes, he did. And then if we put the wrong answer, he would run back to the other be like, they've got it wrong. They've got it wrong. Like,
so he didn't realise he was actually helping us.
Yeah.
So Jen there, for, like, people wouldn't know, but Jen and Mark, great people, and she was the head honcho with the paper. With the paper.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we got on the conversation, but we just sat there, and she just came out with, like meta glasses, they're a red flag. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, those meta glasses, they're a red flag. Anyone that wears them's like a creep.
It's a creep.
And James, went like these ones? And pulled his glasses down that were on top of his head. And she went, yeah.
I remember her face as if to be like,
oh
my God.
So for me, that was a double win, because like, Jen looked a little bit embarrassed that she just said that in front of James that was wearing them. And also now I just call James a creep all the time.
You terrorise him all the time anyway.
It was just so nightmare. Good. It was good.
It was really fun. We what did we do after that?
We
went for dinner, didn't we?
We said to each other, should we nip off and just have dinner on our own tonight?
Yeah, because we had done lots of different dinners with lots of different people, and I just thought it would just be really lovely just for the 2 of us, wasn't it? Just for that night. But we said we'd go to the Mexican. Yes, go back there.
We said go back to Mexican because that was lovely. So we'll go back up to the Mexican, and as we got there, it was closed. Mm-hmm. It was like, bloody hell, how can it be closed? So next door was
Just like a steak
Yeah,
place.
it was a steak place. But love, so we just we'll sit here. Is that okay? And they said, yeah, absolutely. So we sat down, and we've just ordered some food. And Jen and Mark and the guys that run the Liverpool Social just walked past. Said, "Oh, guys, how you doing? We're off to the Mexican." I said, "You won't be. It's closed." They're like, "No way." I was like, "Yeah, we're going to go there." And I said, "Oh, do you mind if we join you?" And we was like, "Absolutely not." Although we'd gone on our own.
Right. Yeah, we was just so happy that people were just like, "Can we join?" And we was just like, "Absolutely."
That, for me, just highlighted how good that trip was.
Yes.
That people were just prepared to, "Oh, can we join?" Yeah, absolutely. Like, I loved that so much.
I just felt so lucky that we had lots of pockets of people that we could just go and visit and hang out and have an incredible time with.
And again, before you know it, like another hour and a half's gone by over dinner. We haven't really spoke about much, but we was all sort of like talking about what we should do the next day and what we shouldn't do. And we decided, well, I don't know whose idea it was actually. It might have been Jen's. She said about going to a place called Venus, which is like a nudist
They had
resort.
already done Venus at the beginning of the holiday, I think. But because they are amazing people, all of them, and they were like, "We want you to experience all of this," and it was our last day.
Yeah, they was like, "We'll go
it?
again.
We'll go again," and we was just like, "Okay, you need to tell us about this. What is it?" So they were like, "Don't freak out, don't panic, but it is a complete nudist resort."
You literally walk in, you go to your lockers, they give you a bag and stuff. You put all of your stuff in your bag. They put some stickers over the camera lenses on your phones.
Yeah.
So you can't use your phones. And then from that point on, you're naked.
You're naked. Yeah. So we was just like...
I spent the rest of that evening hanging a brick off me toddler.
So we was like, are we going to do this? Are we going to do it?
I said yes, purely because, reverting back to what we said before we went, that we was going to try and throw ourselves in the deep end and do everything that was suggested. So I didn't want to then chicken out and then regret it at a later date.
Yeah.
So we said yes, and we was both clearly out of our comfort zones.
Oh, massively. But then, so that's what we agreed that we was going to do. But then we ended up in... Did we end up in Secrets again?
We did.
We did. Yes, we did end up in Secrets again, because that's when we met the French couple again.
We bumped into the French couple that you'd kissed the night before.
Yes, we did. And had lots of fun, ... with a really hot French couple, which were very nice. So anyway, moving on.
Moving on, but you just skip back to say that.
Yeah. Day 5.
We must have remembered that, Mrs. Lewis.
Day 5.
Yes, we got to Venus's. So we've gone in there. All the stuff goes in a bag. Stickers over your cameras and stuff. And we're just laying around on these lounges and stuff. And I am super uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness. It is almost a bit like, the way to describe it is, there's pools, there's hot tubs, there's playrooms, there is sun lounges, there's sunbeds, there's a restaurant, there's a bar, there's a DJ. It is literally a whole club, but every single person is naked.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get in there and you're like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I felt like any hang-up you have about yourself is mirrored in there by someone else. Everyone's probably got a little bit of an insecurity about themselves, or a bit that they don't like about themselves. And when you see all different body shapes and sizes, and
you just see
people have got scars, or someone's got a mole, or someone's got a birthmark, or everyone just blends into one. All of a sudden, no one's looking at your leg and going, "Oh, what's that on your?" What's that scar on your leg? Like, no one's doing that.
You don't even see bodies. You just see people.
Yeah, people, happy people.
Happy people, yeah. And what is actually really cool about this is, if you want to play on these sunbeds in the middle of the day as couples, you can. It is the ultimate freedom space, isn't it? Like, to do whatever. So we spent all day there.
Probably the first hour we was like huddled up on the beds and stuff, and then I don't know who it was that went to the bar and it was like, "Oh, was you going to jump in the pool? You come in."
We went in the hot tub, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was lovely. It was literally like a bath, wasn't it?
It was massive.
It was huge, and there was
it's
so
like
many
100
people.
person hot tub.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've jumped in there and the drinks are flowing. I think they're doing a special on bottles of Prosecco for like €20, and someone's brought over a bottle and a load of glasses, and someone else has got a bottle, and someone else has got a bottle, and Mark is getting more and more pissed as the day's going on. At one point, he had like 2 glasses of Prosecco in one hand and a rum and coke in the other, and he was struggling to drink them because he didn't want to spill one. It was just amazing.
But when he was drinking, he was getting more and more cuddly.
He was just great.
Yeah,
honestly.
he would like me and Jen were just laughing at him because he was just stood there like this, like a Cheshire cat, like a bit starry eyed because he had had a bit to drink and just like loving life, like naked. Yeah. Just completely naked.
It's just brilliant.
But our favourite trick for the girls was let's just see how aroused we can make these men.
Oh, that was a bad game.
So we thought to ourselves, we're gonna play this game. So we would just be tracing about and
like using
touching
your foot.
up
and my god,
like touching up and stuff like this. And then the next thing you know,
it was my turn to go to the bar. Right, it was my turn to go to the bar, and I've got some. I'm no longer flaccid. It's probably a good way to describe it. And Jen's going, go to the bar then, and I'm like, I can't.
You're like, I can't.
She's like, well, why can't you go to the bar? So I've got a boner. She's like, you what? She's like, I've got a boner. So just give me a second. It'll go in a second, and then I'll go to the bar. But she's like, do you want a foot job? I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I need to go to the bar. Like, please stop.
So what you did was you moved across to the other side of the pole.
I did. I went and sat down next to some old fellow and started having a conversation with him just to make it go away. Anyway, I was like, right, girls, anyone want a drink now? I've sorted that problem out.
Yeah, I thought that was absolutely brilliant. The guys were just like, we just can't get out right now. But it was really, really fun.
Goodness.
So then after a while, we was just like, well, that play space over there looks quite fun. So...
Yeah, there was like an undercover play area, wasn't there?
Yeah, but it was huge as well, wasn't it?
I don't know. I went back to the bed to check my phone. I can't remember what I was doing, but I went back to the bed, like where our bags were, to check my phone. I had to send an email or something like that. And I come back and you was like, oh, John, everyone's going into that play area. Are you coming? I was like, oh, you damn straight I'm coming.
There was no hesitation.
Mark's walked in, he's got 4 glasses at this point.
That's exactly it. Yeah. So then we was like, right, what are we going to do tonight? Because mind you, everyone is absolutely knackered, but we needed to go and get some food, didn't we? We needed to go and eat. So we ended up we went and had some dinner. I can't remember where we did. I can't remember. I tell you what, we went to the state. We had
hotel.
We had date night, didn't we?
In the hotel. We did actually manage to have a dinner on our own.
Yeah, which was really nice. But then we ended up going to the karaoke bar.
Oh yeah, shit.
So Liverpool social people should go on X Factor.
Yeah.
Because I think she's amazing.
I don't think she'll win, but I think she should go on it.
I love her confidence. And it is her thing.
After hearing a few people singing, I went over to Mark and I said, Mark, you should get yourself up there. And he went, I'll get up there if you get up there. I went, go on and go put your name down. He was like, you going to put your name down? I said, of course, I'm not a scaredy cat. On the very first night, there was a karaoke bar and Nick sung a Guns N' Roses song.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, that is a really, really good Guns N' Roses song. So I stole it.
Yes, you did.
And I messaged him saying, just, bro, I've stolen your song, your karaoke song. And it was Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah.
So Mark's got up and sung Bruce Springsteen, I think it was. Was it something like that?
I can't remember, actually, but I thought it was really good.
It was good. And I was gutted that it was good as well, because I had to follow it, and I know that I can't sing.
Well, I tell you what, for someone who hasn't done karaoke, you did amazing.
I tried. I gave it my all. I bellowed it.
You were bellowing, you was dancing, you was rocking, you was just absolutely loving life.
That was so much fun.
And we was all cheering and loving life. So then I thought, come on, it's our last night. We're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
So I put our names down.
We came up with the idea of singing Summer Dreams.
Summer Lovin'.
Is it Summer Dreams or Summer Lovin' from Greece?
It's Summer Lovin', not Summer Dreams.
Yeah, but I think the song's called Summer Dreams.
No, it's nothing to do with Summer Dreams. It's Summer Lovin', but with Greece, with Danny and Sandy, and it's the T-Birds and the Pink Ladies, and I got all of our group to come up and be our people. So you had your T-Birds, I had my Pink Ladies, and we was loving life and had so much fun. So that was almost like the ultimate finale.
That was the best way to sign off that holiday.
Yeah, it really, really was. And then from then, after that, I mean, it must have been 1-2 o'clock. Everyone was just like, the next day we had our flights home. We had like 11 o'clock after we had to pack and stuff.
Hotel by like
so
9 o'clock.
We said all our goodbyes, didn't we? And we was just like, right, we're going to go back. And then we woke up the next day and we had some breakfast. Molly and James already left and I absolutely bawled my eyes out, didn't I?
You did.
I just didn't want to leave. I didn't want them to leave. I didn't want to leave the place. We just had
They're a special part of our lifestyle journey.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time with them.
Yes, we do. And I just felt like we just had the most magical, incredible time. We didn't say no to anything. We embraced everything. We met some wonderful people. And then we had to leave. And I was just absolutely gutted. So then I was gutted so much that literally at the airport...
We'd landed at Gatwick and we was driving home.
I was like, where are we going next? Everyone was saying that they're going to Cap, south of France, in July. I literally was like, babe, I've booked some tickets. We go to Cap. And we booked the Airbnb. And that is that's our next adventure.
So, PDI, completed it?
Oh my goodness. Now, we said that we would go back.
I'll definitely go back.
100%. But I think that there's so much more.
But next year, when October comes round, we're going to do Vegas next year.
In the September with everyone, aren't we?
So we can't really do both. So
no.
We would definitely go back, 100% go back.
But I think there's more.
But it wouldn't be at the cost of something we haven't done already.
No, 100%. So I do genuinely feel
Highlight for you?
That moment in the mirror.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every time I think of PDI, it takes me straight back to that moment.
My favourite part was the Summer Dreams song at the end.
Summer Lovin'.
It was Summer Dreams.
It's not.
All right. I beg to differ. I'm going to Google it.
Summer Lovin'.
Anyway, that was my favourite.
Was
when
it?
We was like...
it was almost like the finale of a show.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Like it
was at the end of Greece as well.
Yeah, it was. It was absolutely wonderful. And just, I mean, the people that we met and just everything. Like, honestly, we had the most incredible time. It really was.
Would recommend?
10 out of 10. But you have to go in that window.
You do. And you also have to get on the Liverpool Social group chat.
You need to get part of
that
the Liverpool
group of people
Social.
Is awesome. And we thank every single one of you for making our journey out there impeccable. There's so many people. I've reached out to a few people to try and name a few people, and they don't want their names being used on the podcast, which is absolutely fine. But we owe our gratitude to a lot of people that was on that trip, showing us around, taking us under their wing, recommending places to go, how to get to places. Yeah. You know, and we are thankful. We might have not mentioned your names at your request, but you know, we are super grateful. So thank you very much. It means a lot.
So yeah, PDI completed it.
10 out of 10 would do again.
Would do again.
But see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
Hope you've enjoyed that, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.